Hey everyone, welcome to day 2 of the 30-day Body, Mind, and Spirit Challenge. Starting off today, I'm going to be showing you for the next 2 or 3 days some sacred geometry tricks to program water. So today we're going to be starting with the body. Okay. For this, you're just going to need a glass of water, a piece of paper, and a pen or a pencil. And what I'd like you to do is just draw this piece of geometry. It's very, very simple. And this is geared towards raising the vibration of the body. There's a lot of forms of sacred geometry that you can look up on the internet. You know, there's also a falsity out there where the more complicated the geometry is, the more powerful it is. That's absolutely not true. This is all direct intent. Today is everything about the body. Okay, this is going to help detox and remove heavy metals from the body. It's also going to raise the vibration of the body. Okay, you can do this 2 or 3 times a day in conjunction with whatever else you're doing. It's very, very simple. Now, you don't have to be Picasso or Leonardo da Vinci when you're reshaping these bits of geometry. Okay, there is no way to do this. There's only the perfect way to do it. Perfect for you and perfect to be in sync with whatever we're trying to accomplish. So again, folks, very, very simple geometry, and more or less sacred geometry. And obviously you can tell I am not that much of a Picasso. So at this point, it's just kind of important for you to put your attention on this piece of geometry, okay? Everything inside the circle is what we want to focus on. These are techniques that I've never shown publicly before. They're not on my website. They're not in any of the shows that I've done or in any of the software. This is all new, fully being exposed to you on the 30-day Body, Mind, and Spirit Challenge. So with that said, just feel the energy coming off of the geometry. Again, this is for the body. You can do this 2, 3, 4, 5 times a day. It's all good. We're raising the vibration of the body. We're going to remove heavy metal toxins, parasites, and other things from within the body. Anything that vibrates lower than where your physical body is vibrating is just going to come out. Once you start to feel the energy from the geometry, take a glass of water and just kind of put it dead center on there. What I'd like you to do is wrap your hands around the glass, connecting your fingers. Okay, just make sure you're not touching the glass, but connect your fingers. Put your attention on the water and repeat the words out loud. I honor the space in which you exist. And you'll feel that energy coming out of the geometry right into the water and programming it. Intuitively, when it feels like it's been energized enough, you just pick it up and drink as much as you want. And that tastes good. Thank you.
Hi there, Rena Soriano, Conscious Health Alchemist. Day 2 on your 30-day health challenge. Today I'm going to make you one of my fun food fantastic recipes. And what is it? It's called my Mystic Smoothie. Now I have a bunch of Mystic Smoothies and they all have their own unique flavors and combinations, but today I'm going to keep it very simple. I'm going to show you a very simple, powerful smoothie. Now, before I get into that, I have to come in with the truth. And most people are making smoothies and that's great, but I'm here to tell you that most smoothies are not healthy. And why is that? Well, because most people are putting in a bunch of fruit or sweeteners, and it makes it very concentrated in sugar. And when you ingest that, number one, it's going to spike your insulin, blood sugar levels, and it's going to probably screw up your hormones. And so a lot of people are doing smoothies in the morning to get their day started. I don't recommend that because it's too concentrated in sugars, too much sugar. People are so addicted to sugar. Let's input healthy nutrition in a very fun, clean way. You can have your sugar, but I'm going to show you a very clean way to do it because you need to balance your smoothie. If it's too aqueous and it's too sweet, you're probably going to mess up your hormones. And I see too many people doing that in the morning. They get up and it's too much fruit in the smoothie and it's too aqueous, and guess what? You're going to be hungry like an hour later or less after ingesting the smoothie. So the way I make my smoothie is it actually becomes a meal replacement, and I make it very thick, and to the point that I usually need to use a spoon, which I would recommend. Do not make smoothies to they're too liquidy. I call it aqueous. It's too much concentrated sugars on your body, and it's going to do a number of funny things to your hormones and endocrine system. So let's learn a new way. So 4 basic ingredients, and it's going to knock your socks off. So this is my basic Mystic smoothies. Again, I have more. I'll be hitting at you, and maybe in the next few videos down the line. But for now, I start off with bananas. Now, okay, bananas. Most bananas in the market right now are hybridized or they're GMO. And so if the banana in your store is long and thin, that's GMO and hybridized. I do not recommend. I get fair trade bananas from Ecuador or Costa Rica. These are heirloom. They're usually shorter and they're a little thicker. And so those bananas are usually a lot better, and you can actually feel and see and taste the difference. And for me, I notice just by looking at them. So when I see heirloom bananas, I pick up a bunch. And what I do is I peel them. I let them ripen really well first. And it means the peel's got to have brown spots, and it just has to look yellow, okay? Because most bananas are green and they're nasty. So you let them ripen, I peel them, and I put them in this Pyrex glass dish. And then I have a snappy lid here. I put this in and put it in the freezer. And this will serve as my base, okay? I also recommend blueberries, strawberries, and other mild sweet fruits, but for now we're going to use the bananas, okay? And I know some people say, oh, bananas are too sweet. I'm only using a little bit, not much. So what I do is I have this thing, it's my Ninja system. I have a blender part, but I like using this. This is a little bit more compact, and it's just, I don't know, I have a better feel and resonance with this. So I'm going to put in just a few pieces of banana, okay? And this is frozen. These banana pieces are frozen, and that's it. So a few pieces of banana. Now, the second thing I use is called this. So, can you see that? Yeah, it's called Young Green Coconut. Okay, and this stuff is in the frozen aisle section, either at Whole Foods or a health food store. This stuff is the inner pulp of the inner young coconut. This stuff is fantastic. And so the same thing, I put this in the freezer and I let it freeze, and so it gives me a good consistency texture for my smoothie, but this stuff is healthy. I mean, it's plain. It has a mild sweet of coconut, but yummy. So I throw that in there myself. Okay, whoops, I'm making a mess, but hey, it's cooking, right? No big deal. So that would be my second ingredient for this, what I call my Mystic smoothie, okay? So, you can use the fresh coconut. I know a lot of markets now carry the whole coconut. You know what I'm talking about. But they're green, right? Or they're white. They have the white exterior and they have the flesh on top. Those are good to get because what you can do is you can take that, you peel that outer rim off, and then you got to crack it. So it's a little more tedious. I recommend for most people just getting this, but I also do also use the whole coconut. It's just a little process. You got to peel off the white exterior, and you got to crack it, and you got to really smash it hard. But then you can use the liquid that's inside, and then you skim the white interior cream, and that is yummy too. Okay, so third ingredient, we're working our way down here. Is what protein powder. Okay, this is actually a very good one. It's called Genuine Health, and this is actually made in Canada. I'm usually more fond of products made in Canada than in this country for a number of reasons, but I think this is one of the brands I use. There are other brands I order online, and I'll roll them in other future videos, but for right now, vegan proteins by Genuine Health, and it's vanilla. Get the vanilla, it rocks. And it's got a very intense flavor of vanilla. They put in vanilla powder in, which I like. There's no flavoring, it's just vanilla powder. So I put a big scoop of this in there, yeah? And it's going to give me my protein, and it's going to make the consistency of this smoothie very thick and creamy and yummy, yummy, yummy. Okay, last ingredient, coconut oil. Be very careful with coconut oils. A lot of coconut oils are processed, and even though it looks healthy, I'm not fond of most coconut oils. This company is called Coconut Secret, and this stuff rocks. I mean, just holding it in my hand, I can feel the vibration of this. They actually spin it. Okay, they're actually spinning it. They put it in a system and they spin it, but it's also in a blue jar, and it's in glass. I'm not fond of coconut oils in plastics, not at all. But this company, fantastic. I would recommend it. I'm not fond of many other coconut oil brands. It's just I feel it's either too processed, or they're using it they're extracting the oil from coconuts that have been sitting around a while. So I put a good tablespoon to 2 tablespoons of this stuff in my smoothie. This fat is going to give you energy all day long. Coconut oil is one of the healthiest ingredients, one of the healthiest fats, and it will bling your body out for sure. Your brain's gonna just go woo! So check this out. I'm gonna put 1 to 2 tablespoons. This is liquid because I've had it on my counter. Usually, I recommend putting it in the refrigerator because if you leave it out for too long or if it's too warm, it will actually get rancid. And so I recommend all oils. Grapeseed oils, olive oils go in the refrigerator. Okay, so I have this out. It's a little liquid, but if it's in the refrigerator, it's going to be solid. It's going to be white, hard, solid, and you can just take a spoon and put 2 big spoonfuls of this in your smoothie. So I'm just going to, give it an eye here. I'm going to put about 1 tablespoon to 2 tablespoons in there. That's it. Now the base for liquid. A lot of people are, they have their own ideas, but I use structured water, and we'll talk about this little thing another time, but this is a little vortexer, and I run structured water through, and I use about 1 cup. You can use unsweetened coconut milk, unsweetened rice milk, unsweetened coconut milk, rice milk, almond milk. I'm not fond of them personally just because I feel they're too processed. So I use structured water, or I will use the water from the whole coconut that's inside, and I'll pour that in there. So basically, I use bottled spring water. I do not use plastic bottled water. We'll talk about plastic bottled water another time, but basically I just use this little vortexer, and I add about 1/4 cup, maybe on this one a little bit less, maybe 1/4 cup of liquid. I want my smoothie thick. Making your smoothie thick becomes a meal, and your body takes it in a little differently. If it's too aqueous, you're going to burn right through it, you're going to be hungry, and not going to be good. So I shut this puppy down, and then give me a few seconds. It's going to be a little loud in here, right? Check this out. Okay, so my intuition is saying I need a little bit more liquid. And again, I like my smoothie thicker, so you might need to have, you might need to stop it and add a little extra water, but make sure your smoothies are thick. Not aqueous. I know there's a lot of other people showing you how to do other things, but I'm showing you a new way, and we're going to get this rolling. Okay, so make it thick, and you'll see your body will reply differently than you usually are. That's it. And here we go, and I'm going to show you the consistency. Check this out. And look at this. You see this? It's thick, like a thick, creamy shake. That's the consistency you want. You want this. You want this action, that you need to eat it with a spoon. That's what you want. And by the way, oh my God, heavenly bliss. Make this, get back to me, your body's going to be blinging. I'm Reno Soriano. This is my Mystic Smoothie. I gotta go. I'm gonna go enjoy this. And remember, healthy body, happy soul. Yeah, baby.
Hey there guys, Wendy Johns here. Today I want to talk about sleep. It sounds so basic and simple, and we've all heard that we have to have our sleep, we have to have a certain amount of hours, but are you doing it? Let's make this 30-day challenge part of your routine and getting to know your bedroom and making it a sacred place for you to rest. If we don't get enough sleep, we will be moody, we won't file our memories properly, we'll have foggy thinking, all kinds of repercussions. We have to rest to rejuvenate our bodies and our brains. So let's go to our bedrooms, let's clear out the clutter, let's dust, add some flowers, add some incense, make our bedding clean and fluffy, and make it as dark as possible so you can get adequate, deep rest. This will serve you on so many levels. You gotta do it. Okay, catch you guys tomorrow.
Hi guys, we're back. Day 2. So, I hope you had a chance to go out and get a notebook. Any kind of notebook, spiral bound notebook, 3-ring notebook, any kind of notebook will do. And there's a reason for this. Science teaches us that when you actually write things down with a pencil or a pen or some kind of writing instrument on a piece of paper, that it actually creates tens of thousands of neural pathways or neurotransmitters are created in your brain, whereas typing on a keyboard severely limits that. We create, as many as a couple of dozen neural pathways, and so writing is a very important thing, not only to just take notes. But I think if you look into a lot of different success schools and different success teachers, they will teach you about journaling and actually writing your own script, if you will, with pad and paper. There's just something to that. So we're going to get into more of that. I just want you to have a notebook handy. Day 2, I'm going to offer a little bit of a disclaimer. We have to offer a medical disclaimer. We're going to talk about healing ourselves and raising our vibration so that we can kick in some of our natural processes within our body that will heal ourselves. And because of that, I want to protect both myself and yourself by reading you just a quick medical disclaimer. I have this on my other screen here. Bear with me a couple of minutes. We're just going to read through this. I want you to understand this, and moving forward in some of the other videos, I may refer back to day 2. Okay, so just bear with me and listen to this, please, and just take note. So, disclaimer says that everything that I have to say and share with you is for experimental purposes only. The FDA has not evaluated or approved any of these tools, resources, recommendations, and/or aids. All products, procedures, and information are not intended to identify, diagnose, treat, mitigate, prevent, and/or cure any dis-ease or medical condition. And none of the products, procedures, and information replaces or substitutes for the advice of a practicing medical doctor. Now, if you feel that you suffer from a dis-ease or medical condition, I highly suggest that you see a qualified practicing MD or medical doctor. I know if I fall down and I get hurt, probably going to go see a doctor. And it's probably a good idea to go see a professional, especially if you break a bone or you cut yourself really bad. I highly recommend going to see a professional. On some of the maintenance aspects that we're going to be talking about, and some of these things are, again, body maintenance things, we may move to the point where we may not need to see a doctor for some of the things that may be going on with you right now. So that's it for day 2. I want you to take out your notebook, something that I want you to think about tonight. And I want you to write down in your little notebook, who am I and what am I doing here? Who am I and what am I doing here? And we're not going to talk about why am I here, because you're already here. At least we think we're here. I think I'm here. If I pinch myself, I'm like, seems like I'm here. But what are you doing here? The why is kind of unimportant at this point, because guess what? You're probably here. So why worry about the why? Let's find out the what. What am I doing here? I came here. What is it that I'm doing? And I just want you to think about that. Write that down. Who am I? What am I doing here? We're going to pick up on day 3. See you then.
Hi, I'm Dr. Howard. Your mind, body, and spirit are not separate and need nurturing and pampering. So today we're going to discuss emotional first aid. I'm an empath and I live with an empath. Since we feel each other's feelings, if one of us gets upset and projects something that's not so nice to be around, it can get rough. What we found that helps is to put physical space between us while making a suggestion that we both take an inositol capsule. Often one brings one for the other to take. This works well for us, with good reports from others who've tried it. Inositol is a natural compound found in a lot of foods. It is inexpensive and can usually be purchased anywhere that vitamins are sold. However, since there is always someone who can react to just about anything, especially if they're taking medication, always check with both your pharmacist and your healthcare provider before trying any new supplements. I'll see you tomorrow.
Hello everyone, Donna Whittington here, Peace, Love, and Bliss Coaching, and day 2. Welcome to day 2 of the 30-day Mind, Body, and Spirit Challenge. Today I want to just chat briefly about our unconscious things that we keep hidden. So, unconscious things that are bothering us in our day-to-day lives. So, one of the things we want to talk about in reflecting upon ourselves is taking a look at the things that bother us. And that can be with other people or with ourselves. Those are the things that we want to bring to light. We want to take them out of the unconscious spots, bring them to light, set them on the table, look at them, examine them, and get rid of them. So anything that you're holding on to, any grudges, especially things from the past with friends, family, co-workers, whoever, those are the things that we want to get rid of. So you can think of that as the unconscious being that drawer, that closet, that we don't go into. Now we're going to go in there and we're going to do some cleaning. We're going to do some light cleaning, folks, or some deep cleaning. Go in there, get what needs to come out, sit it on the table, examine it, reflect on it, and now we can take it off the table and we can get rid of it. We can be done with that. This is going to help us to maintain ourselves, but also when it comes to relationships with others. So if you're already in a relationship with your spouse, your partner, girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever, you can do this together, or certainly you can do it apart, but it needs to be done so that we can get where we're going in our relationships. All right, folks, this has been Donna Whittington of Peace, Love, and Bliss Coaching. Connect with me via email, peaceloveandblisscoaching@gmail.com. You can also connect with me in Facebook. I have a Love Connections page. Make sure you like that page. You can also connect with me on my personal Facebook page and send me emails there as well. Again, Peace, Love, and Bliss Coaching@gmail.com or Love Connections on the Facebook page. Hope you're having a fabulous day of day 2. Peace, love, and bliss.
Have you acknowledged what a contribution you are to the earth? Just by being you, that's more than enough. And one of my favorite techniques to express appreciation, and not only express appreciation, it can change lots of things for you and your body. Including stiffness, pain, and it's really easy. So just hold up your hands like so, and on 3, you can flow energy through you, like through your heart and out through your hands. It's also a great way of letting go. And so you can do it outside or you can do it wherever you are. On the count of 3, we will contribute to the earth. Ready? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And usually you'll have this sense of getting lighter. It's also very expansive if you do it outdoors. So, how does it get any better than this? Thank you, namaste, and blessings. What if just being you is what will change everything and anything and contribute magnanimously to the earth? Have a great one. Bye.